I want to start freelancing, but I don't have the skills. What if I pick the wrong skill? Or what if no one will hire me? I felt the same way when I started. And if you have similar thoughts as you begin your freelancing journey, guess what? Many successful freelancers also felt the same thing or maybe similar when they started. The truth is, you already have the skills. You just don't see them yet. In today's video, I am going to help you identify skills you already have, even if you think you don't, and choose a skill that actually gets you hired. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear idea of what service you can offer and be one step closer to getting your first client. So let's dive in. When I first started freelancing, I really don't have any idea on what services to offer. In fact, I felt really overwhelmed with all of the information that I researched online. And because I felt overloaded with information, that actually kept me stuck. So I wrote a list of all the things that I'm naturally good at. Not just work experience, but things I did in my personal life too. I realized I had an experience in writing. Even if it was for just school projects or when I was already in corporate, I helped write emails, memos, and the like. Organizing things is also one of my forte, and my English proficiency was above average. I was active on social media and also had a basic understanding of marketing and how posts worked. And that's when I saw it. I already had the skills that people were paying for. So before you tell yourself, I have no skills, I want you to think about this. Are you the friend who fixes the grammar mistakes? That can be part of proofreading or copywriting. Do you love organizing schedules? That can be part of virtual assistants. Are you the go-to person for fixing tech issues or setting up systems? That's tech support or automation setup. Are you always the one capturing moments through photos or videos? That can be video editing or maybe content creation. So freelancing isn't just about graphic design, video editing, or coding. It's about turning everyday skills into services. Now that you know that you do have skills, let's talk about choosing the right one. Here are 3 simple steps. Step 1, look at your past experiences. Think about past jobs, school projects, volunteer work, or even your hobbies. For example, I had a friend who worked in corporate, handling emails, being part of the operations, and also scheduled meetings. She became a virtual assistant. Another friend always helped her family business by making marketing posts through Facebook, Instagram, and other social media pages. She eventually became a social media manager. Everything you've done for can be turned into a freelance skill. You just need to look at it differently. Step 2, research what's in demand. Here's something I wish I knew earlier. Not all skill pays well. If you want to make a sustainable living as a freelancer, offer services that clients actually need. Some in-demand freelance skills include, but are not limited to, virtual assistants, content writing and copywriting, social media management, social media marketing, graphic design, video editing, web design, web development, customer support, email marketing, and you can research more. For sure, by the time that this video is up, maybe a few more skills are being added that are considered in demand. And here's my pro tip. Go to LinkedIn, go to specific Facebook groups, and even job boards and check the job postings. What services are business owners hiring for? If you see a skill that interests you, learn more about it and try it out. Step 3 is start small, then improve. A lot of people hold themselves back because they think they need years of experience or advanced skills before they can actually offer their services. But the truth is, skills grow with practice. And the only way to gain that practice, that momentum, is to start somewhere. I'm going to give you some examples. If you love writing, you don't need to be a professional writer or a journalist for you to start. Start by offering basic blog ideas or entries, or writing simple social media captions. As you write more, you will learn how to improve your structure, your clarity, and your storytelling. Second example is if you enjoy social media, you don't need to be a strategist right away. Begin with managing small accounts, scheduling posts, doing community engagement, and learning how different platforms work. Now that takes a lot when you're starting, so take your time and properly pace yourself. Over time, you'll understand what works best and how to create strategies that get results. Last example is if you're interested in graphic design, you don't need to master Photoshop or Illustrator when you start. Start by creating your designs in Canva. There's actually a free account if you're not aware of that yet. Your designs can be for social media posts, presentations, flyers, literally anything. As you gain experience, you can explore more advanced design tools and techniques. Start where you are with what you have. As you gain hands-on experience, your skills will naturally improve. Growth happens in action, not in waiting. Now, when I started freelancing back in 2020, I really wanted to learn about graphic design and website design just because I found it so interesting back then. But as I got deeper into it, I realized it was too complex for me as a beginner and I felt so overwhelmed and then stuck. So instead of forcing myself to learn and even master something that's too advanced for me at that time, I actually pivoted to becoming a general virtual assistant. I focus on tasks like email management, calendar management, scheduling, and basic social media work. That pivot helped me gain confidence and start earning while I continue to explore my interests. Similarly, when I started freelancing, I was naturally drawn to writing and social media, but I had zero experience. I wasn't even sure if someone would actually pay me to do social media management or marketing. So instead of waiting until I felt ready, I actually decided to take free online courses on digital marketing in HubSpot for me to learn the basics. I also offered to do social media management for free for a month for me to build my portfolio. Of course, in exchange of the client's testimonials and feedback. I also applied for small projects. And even if it did not really pay well at the time, I just really want something for me to get started, for me not to procrastinate, and for me to push through with that fear. I signed my first client who hired me for my VA services. And a few months after that, I signed another client for social media management. So those were proof that I could actually make money from my skills. Now, the takeaway, start with where you are right now. It's okay if you're not perfect yet. Even if right now I'm years in freelancing, I don't consider myself perfect. So don't put that unnecessary pressure on yourself, especially if you're starting. You don't need to know everything, but you do need to take that first step. Now, as you figure out what skills or maybe services you want to offer, there will come a time or maybe a few days in, maybe a few months that you will question yourself or you will have some limiting beliefs. So that is what we're going to talk about now. First is the most famous, what if I'm not enough? The reality is you don't need to be the best. You just need to be better than someone who knows nothing about it. Think about it. Even entry-level jobs exist for a reason. You improve by doing, learning, and practicing. The more you work on your skills, the better you get. Another reminder, every one of us starts somewhere. Next fear or limiting belief can be, what if I choose the wrong skill, MJ? The reality in freelancing is that you can be very flexible. Unlike a corporate job where you're usually locked or being boxed into a specific role, freelancing actually allows you to pivot. Many freelancers start in one area and switch as they discover new interests or opportunities. Take me, for example. I mentioned earlier in the video that I wanted to pursue graphic design and website design, but then it was too difficult for me, so I pivoted to being a general virtual assistant. And as I continued to hone my skills being a virtual assistant, I then learned about email marketing, about launch support, even ClickUp automation. So when you have this doubt, remember that you are not stuck. You're still figuring things out and you're still learning what fits you best. And the last limiting belief or fear that I also felt when I started, and even before, like I was already 1 or 2 years into freelancing, I still felt this one, which is, what if no one hires me? Now, it's really crucial to remember that rejections are part of the freelancing journey. And even in life, the more you put yourself out there, the higher your chances are of getting hired. So that's the beauty of freelancing, because while the earning potential is really high, it's really up to you. In my experience, clients want to see effort, consistency, and a willingness to learn. Build a portfolio, even if it means doing small or personal projects first. Remember, you build momentum when you keep going, not when you are stopping and just doing some wishful thinking. Keep improving, keep showing up, and keep going. I know you might have heard these things already for a lot of time, so take that as a sign. Now, let's recap. Step 1, write down 3 skills you already have. Don't overcomplicate it. Think about what you're naturally good at or what people usually ask you for help with. Step 2, research what's in demand. Look at the job boards. What are people hiring for? What are the skills that they need or that they require? Understand what businesses really need. Step 3, pick 1 or 2 skills and then start learning. Take a free course, practice, or start offering your services at a lower rate if you don't want it to be free, just so you can build a portfolio and also experience what it's like to really work with an actual client. Again, this isn't to devalue yourself. This is for you to gain experience, to have a better understanding of what you're getting yourself into. Because again, freelancing is a business and it's very different from a corporate or from a traditional job. So if you're still waiting for the perfect moment to start freelancing, take this as a sign because this is it. Again, you don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to start. You don't need to buy the latest phone. You don't need to have a fancy laptop. Remember, most people do not fail because they picked the wrong skill. They fail because they never take action. A year from now, you'll either be glad you started or you'll still be wondering, what if? If this video helped you, let me know in the comments. And if you're on this freelancing journey, I'd love to hear what skill or skills are you starting with? Drop it below. If you want more content on freelancing, mindset, and making this career sustainable, make sure to like, subscribe, share, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss the next video. See you on the next one.
Explore and learn more about the freelancing world by downloading my free guide called the Freelance Starter Kit. It's available in the description box below. Make sure that your email address is active and please check both your inbox and spam folders after you're done signing up. You'll also see a link where you can submit your questions about freelancing so I can talk more about those in my upcoming videos. Thank you and see ya!